Hello,
For
everybody.
David.
Welcome to CripChat, your weekly podcast for everything disability. Today, I have with me Jonathan Shar, Ibby, and my friend
Hi.
David. Today, we're going to be talking about mental health and ideology. So, Ibby, what is mental health and what is ideology?
Yes, thank you, David. Look, welcome to CripChat, our weekly podcast on disability. So, to begin us off, David, what is mental health? Pretty much, mental health is just the state in which, I guess, you are at that point in time. It's funny because, ideally, your mental health can change at any point in time, depending on the situations as well that you face. Mental health is the way I guess, we're feeling, and it does impact on our health. So it's very important that we do look after our mental health. David, what is mental health to you?
Mental health is a state that can't be seen. Whether you can
Hmm.
show it,
Yep.
it's the way you feel and the way you act. It's not a it's the way you think and the way you act to different things because
I am.
according to what you have experienced in life.
Oh yeah. And look, your state of mental health and well-being, often I guess results in your day-to-day living. So the way that you operate on a daily basis is all depends on
and
your mental health.
and what you're exposed to.
And look, people with disability, it's assumed, so it's assumed in quotation marks, that we are all, depressed, we have mental health issues. And so, look, mental health is a serious thing, especially when it comes to, people with disability. It's something that we need to look after and ensure that everyone has a positive attitude. And even if they're not, there are avenues out there, supports people can turn to, whenever they need that help, the guidance.
Ibi, can mental health be a disability?
Uh look, often health and disability are two different things. But when it does come to mental health, it can be, classified as a disability. If For the viewers out there, look, we don't have all the information, and we're not experts. But if you, I guess, agree or disagree, let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts?
Please also like and share.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something that could be claimed under the NDIS. You can get, help from the government from the NDIS if you do have, mental health issues.
Is schizophrenia a mental health?
Uh, I don't know. What are your thoughts, John?
My thought is it depends how the condition impacts on your daily life.
Hmm.
So
So it depends on the condition, huh? So it's all
Yeah,
dependent on the condition and how it impacts your daily life. Thank you for that, John. What about you, David? Is schizophrenia part of mental health?
I think it is because some people have it, and it depends on the way everyone has it at a different rate. If it's controlled or it's not controlled. Some people take medication for it.
Mm,
Some
I
people
am.
don't. When it's not controlled,
So, yeah.
but if
No,
it's
no, yeah,
controlled,
fair enough, fair enough. Very valid point, David. So, when we talk about managing your mental health, what are some ways you manage your mental health, David?
by counseling, by talking to others,
Mm, yeah.
having someone to talk to,
Mhm.
expressing your feelings, having a counselor, seeing a psychic, not psychic, and a person that's like a mental health specialist, which is a counselor, and talking to others.
Yeah, I think it's very important. You touch base on that. So reaching out to your peers, reaching out to your family. I think yeah, it works. It works when it comes to mental health. Don't ever keep a bottled inside. From experience, yeah, it's not a good feeling, and it does ruin your day when you do bottle keep your feelings inside. Because mental
It's
health is a very it's a what do you call it? A very fragile thing. It can change, how you, I guess, live the day. So that's why it's very
it,
important that we do look after our mental health. Yeah, David.
it can change how we view our world and our relationship.
Exactly. Yeah, it can change the way we view the world, the way we view our relationships. You know.
isn't it? I believe when you have if you have something brewing in your head and you think it's not a good idea, but you want to do it, it's better to talk to someone before you go do something. If you got a bit of doubts of what you're thinking is wrong, talk to
Yeah.
someone, ask them for their opinion, and see what they think.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Both Jonathan and David raised. Mental health that can, change the way we our relationships with different people. It also, can affect the way we live. Uh, so yeah, look after your mental health is key for, I guess, positive and I guess vibrant.
If you're
Um,
thinking
behavior.
if you, if you're thinking of doing bad intentions, you already know it's not right.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear about that, David?
If you're thinking of doing bad intentions because someone you're thinking of hurting someone and it's gonna work out in a bad thing for you at the end, or for others or someone, that's there that there tells you it's not a good thing to do. For
Yeah, no,
example,
thank you for bringing that up. Yep, for example.
for example, what happened in Bondi at Westfields?
Just a bit of a viewer discretion. This might be a very sensitive topic that we're gonna talk. about. If you need to, step away from the podcast, feel free to do so. If you do feel that you've been triggered, please let us know in the comments. Sorry, David, go ahead.
This guy attacked mainly women,
Yep.
but it was found out that this guy had schizophrenia, but didn't take his medication. Also, he had problems with getting women, having a relationship. So he took it out on women.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's a behavioral kind of thing. Like I said, mental health can come in different shapes and forms. Sorry, and it does affect the way we live our daily lives. But it's always good to receive the help that we need. Talk to people. See what professionals are out there that are willing to, I guess, help and guide you. Yeah, thank you for that,
You
David.
also need family. Family. If you haven't got family, go to friends. Talk to
Yes,
someone.
yes,
There's hotlines.
yep,
There's numbers that you can call.
yep. Thank you for that. I will talk about that later on in the podcast. Uh, can we get to the next question, John? It's yep. What are the signs that indicate a decline in your mental health, David?
What are the signs? The signs that your mental health is declining?
Yep.
When your mood changes,
Oh yeah.
when you get
Suddenly
snappy,
change. Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the most common. I guess a sign that shows that your mental health is at play.
What about when you stop eating?
Uh, yep.
What about when you
Yeah.
overeat?
Yeah. You isolate yourself. You don't want to be
That's
near
what.
anyone. And you
What?
do that anything, John?
What about when you become more withdrawn?
Withdrawn. So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, that's isolating yourself, John. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a very good point. You don't want to be near anyone. You just want to be left alone, and that could be, it can be a bad thing because
always,
you
if
do
you
need to
think,
talk to someone.
always, if you think you want to isolate yourself, it's not a good thing. Always get someone's opinion. If you can trust someone, always find that one person that you can trust
Mm.
to talk to you. If you ever think that you're gonna do something bad, talk to them before you do it. If you think they're responsible,
Yeah,
and they
thank you, David. Yeah, sorry, continue, David.
yeah, if you think always when you're in your right mind, always find out you've got someone there find the person that's responsible to tell them your thoughts
Mm.
and talk to them and let them know what you're thinking. They'll probably talk you out of it
Yeah, yeah.
because
So we do have a comment from the audience. So we do have actually someone who's a suicide prevention uh, officer. Is that correct? On the show. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. So suicide prevention. Can you bring that back up? Suicide prevention specialist. Welcome to the show. If you have any, I guess, thing you want to add, feel free to leave in the comments. That's a very good point that you brought up, David. How about you, John? Do you
A
have
lot,
anything you want to add?
Why is it important when you're struggling not to be ashamed of not being able to cope?
So yeah, not being ashamed and not being able to cope. So yeah, thank you for that. Very good point.
Johnson.
Sorry, back to you,
I've,
David.
I've, I've had someone that's very close to me had friends that were suicidal, and a lot of them had problems at home with their parents, especially girls with their fathers. The father would not talk to the daughter; he'll just make fun of her. So, if you're a parent,
Mm.
always talk to your children and let them know you're there for their well-being, and you can always talk to them, turn to them, and they can ask you anything because you don't want your kids go to suicidal. Because a lot of teenagers
Hopefully.
are suicidal. But always remember this: if you see your kids always cutting themselves or hurting themselves or getting cuts, they're probably doing it to themselves. That's a sign there of suicidal.
Yeah,
They they're not really they're not really cutting themselves clumsy, but they're giving themselves punishment.
yeah, yeah. It's
That's
very
a sign.
important that you act on that immediately. Once you do see that behavior happening, you act upon it immediately. Thank you for that, David. Very good point. So let's move on to the next question. And what are some ways we can help maintain our mental health? So let's now focus on the positive. David, what are some tips?
Um, write. If you like writing, write a diary, write a story. If you can write a story and someone else reads it, it'll show your intentions in life. And if you got a story and the problems show up in the story, people can notify it, notice it before it happens. A lot of people that want to commit suicide will give you a warning before they do it because they want to be stopped.
Yeah, yeah, no,
If
no, fair
you
enough.
if you if you play a game or talk to someone, talk to a friend, say a prayer, talk to God. I find religion.
Oh yeah, for those that I guess have faith,
I guess a lot of people that have faith
talk to God.
and their
Is
religion
John?
allows
Yeah,
them to to talk to God, and God is a loving God. He's not there
yeah,
for hate or revenge.
yeah,
He's there to forgive.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's one way we can, maintain our mental health. There are also other factors like taking a walk outside, and of
Yeah,
course we come back to peers, talking to your peers. Don't ever keep anything bottled inside. You have all these supports around you. You have your social supports. You got your professional, supports out there. There are different avenues you can get into
Also,
to
you can go to the
just
gym.
help you. Oh yes,
Gym,
always
gym can be a stress relief
stick to your
because
hobbies and interests. Yes, yes, that's one way to do it. It manages the stress, but also does play a role in your mental health.
if you got a boxing bag, punch it.
I imagine that you're a punching bag, David,
You
and
can
I
imagine.
kid you
Oh,
not. I'm not kidding. David,
you
you
can
probably
imagine.
agree with me on this.
You can imagine. I'm a punching bag, but a punching bag that punches back.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, yes. Good on you. Thank you for very good points, David. Is there anything you want to add to the comment, John?
I think it's very important not to be ashamed when you're struggling to reach out for help.
Yes, yes, that's a good point, Jonathan. It's very good to. It's not a shame to. It's not a shame when you're struggling because when you struggle, just say you need money. But if you've got a gambling habit, a lot of people aren't going to give you money just like that. They know you got a gambling habit. But if you got a gambling habit, tell them this is my habit.
Yep,
Can you help me?
yep. And that's where
Help me get off
you
it.
would seek professional help.
If you can help them, some people can't pay people back, so they try to hurt themselves because they can't pay them back. And they think
Yeah, yeah,
they're hopeless. They're hopeless. Oh, I've been through it. So people, I've been through people that tell me they've got problems in paying things. If I can help them, I'll help them. But they can pay me back when they can.
yes, yes. I guess don't make them feel stressed or pressured into paying you back, but just
There's
gentle reminder of that time that you do owe that person money, and
there's no
yeah,
need to
please
stress.
pay it
If
back.
you can tell them, look, I've got a debt, I need to pay the bank, or I've got to pay my loan. Can you help me? Or tell your bank that you can't pay it now, and they'll work out a plan on you paying it back. You don't want to be stressed. There's
Yeah, yeah,
people out there that can help. The government doesn't
yeah.
leave you alone here in Australia.
Uh,
I guess some pretty sensitive examples that you've used there, David. But all in all, mental health is a serious issue that we do need to address. And so it's very important that we look after our mental health, because
Say,
it affects the way we
I'm
live. Yep.
I'm just noting situations that get you to mental health being unstable.
Yep. Yep.
If you're at school and you're getting teased, or you need someone, tell the teacher, and the teacher will work will figure it out and get those people to stop. Tell your parents. They'll do something.
Yep.
They'll talk to
Yeah.
the
Yep.
school. Always talk to someone. Don't be afraid.
Yep.
Don't be afraid of
Yep.
someone to call you a dibby dobber. It's always
Yep. Yep.
good to talk to someone.
especially when it comes to our communities. Like Jonathan said, we often feel embarrassed or we're too shy to ask for help. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Remember, it's your health at the end of the day that comes into play. So it's always better to reach out. Mm. On that note, any, I guess, final thoughts from John and David? Let's go to you, David.
Okay,
Final thoughts.
okay. My final thought is mental health is a very serious thing. If you need to help, always reach out to someone. If you can't find someone, there's always someone you can call, like the helpline. What's the helpline?
Live,
So, yeah, Jonathan,
live,
what are they?
Live
live,
helpline.
live, live.
So, Lifeline
Life.
is one of them.
I forgot the other one.
Beyond,
Beyond Blue is another one. There's also got Lifeline, you got Beyond Blue. Um, I'm just thinking of some other ones, but if anyone knows anyone that we can reach out to, let us know in the comments. There's also the helpline. I did forget what it was. I think that's
And if you got
Lifeline.
a yeah, if you got a gambling habit,
Yes,
always
there's a
set a
gambling
limit.
hotline as well.
There's a gambling one. There's always set a limit. So don't go over a certain limit that you can afford.
Yeah.
That way you will not get stressed. Remember, if you're losing, stop because you're only going to
Yes,
chase your
yes.
tail.
And you only get become addicted. Yes. Now, thank you for that, David. And thank you for that, John. And yep. Uh, okay, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we will see you next week on CripChat, your weekly podcast on everything disability.